Good morning, friends. They say 3 times a charm, right? Well, this is my 3rd time trying to do my weekly update. So Monday, I videoed, got to my computer, thought I had it uploaded, deleted the files off my camera, and went back to my computer and couldn't find it. So, yeah, strike one. So then yesterday I was going to film in the morning and it was raining, so that didn't happen. And I went out yesterday evening to film and the mosquitoes were ferocious and I was like swatting at them while trying to film, and then I got almost done and my battery died in my camera. So yeah, I just figured we'll start fresh this morning. It's very hazy this morning. I kind of feel misty drops, so hopefully I won't get my camera messed up here. We'll see. It's really fine. But anyway, Sunday we moved the chicks out of the shed into the chicken tractors. So this tractor has the geese and the smaller chicks. I'm thinking most of them are probably female, but might be some males in there, whichever. Any males will go into the freezer when we butcher, so I figured we'll split them up. The bigger ones are over in that tractor, and they like to hide in the back, so I'm not sure if I will be able to see them or not. They like hide every time I come anywhere near them, so. But yeah, so far so good. My husband built these tractors. I throw a tarp over them at night because I have found in the past that if I don't cover them, something tries to get in, whether it be a fox or a raccoon or whatever. But I cover all but the front. The front stays open, but they hide in the back at night, so they're usually fine. So I just throw a tarp over them, and then if it's raining, I'll keep the tarp over them for the day, just so their feet doesn't get all wet. But so yeah, they seem to be doing well in the grass. These guys had totally decimated the grass yesterday. I moved them yesterday morning. When they get bigger, I'll move them twice a day, but right now I only need to move them once a day. These guys still had a lot of grass left, so I didn't move them. They're not as ambitious. They're probably roosters, but anyway, so you can see here how much. This is where they were, so they you can see where their food bowl was on the spot of grass there, but the rest of this is well trampled and eaten. So there's a few more in there because of the geese and the other one. So anyway, the big girls are having their breakfast. You can see the boards are kind of blocking them. So anyway, let's see what's going on over here. Sunday, hubby and I went up to his work. They're putting in a new sign and had dug up all these big flat rocks. So we went up and claimed these, and my goal is to put them down in the greenhouse for the floor whenever I get my planting done. So I think it rained last night, or it just did what it's doing right now with this little misty stuff. I have plants out. I probably need to pull these out of the water and put some more in. I gotta get my sweet potatoes out and harden them off so I can get them planted. Still can't believe all the planting I have to do, but you know, I just do what I can. It was Saturday was the last day that I did any planting because Sunday we had family over, and Monday it was just too hot, and yesterday it rained. So I want to show you my $2 garage sale find Friday. Perfect for hardening off plants. I just have to remember to water them, but I'm not sure if this is permanently where it'll stay. I think it will. I just need to move my leaves, but they're going to get used here hopefully soon to do some mulching. So the rain yesterday didn't yield a whole lot, and I didn't even empty my rain gauge. I don't know if you can see, but there's not even a 1/4 of an inch in there, so that was kind of disappointing, but I'll take any rain that we can get. I had to stamp down the comfrey here because it was getting in my way for opening the door. I will probably cut it off and mulch, use it for mulch. So let me get this down here. Sorry about my arm. So probably not a lot as far as, well, I didn't do very much weeding. I did get some planting done last week. So my poor spinach here has gone to seed. So I need to get that cut and probably in the dehydrator. This down here hasn't. So I think I used the slow bolt variety down here, which didn't have a really great germination compared to this up here. So let's see about getting some more done. The comfrey that I chopped down last week has like grown back and already has flowers starting to form on it already. This plant is an amazing plant. If you don't have comfrey at your homestead, I highly suggest you get comfrey for your homestead because there's so much that you can do. And so while we're talking about comfrey, I did reach my 100 subscribers, and I forgot to bring out my list of shout outs I was going to do. So I will put them in here. Yeah, why did I do that? So anyway, I have my 100th subscriber, so I'm going to list him, and I have a couple shout outs that I have. Maybe I'll wait and do them in my comfrey video. So anyway, I will do a video here in the next day or so about my comfrey giveaway and tell you how to get in on that. But yeah, grow comfrey. I mean, put it where you want it to stay because it ain't going anywhere, but it's a very versatile plant. So behind there I have my green onions that I need to get in, and my watermelon and whatever other melons there. I think that's all watermelon. I need to get those planted. So I don't remember what this plant is, but it's gonna flower here soon. So maybe yarrow, I don't know, we'll see. Another one there. I planted them last year, so calendula. Is it calendula? Maybe. My brain is not functioning this morning. I was awake at 2 for like 2 hours. So let's see here. This onion plant I have planted last year and it didn't do anything, so I just left it in and it has gone to seed. So I'm going to leave that to flower and collect the seeds from that for next year. What little lettuce is there is doing okay. The kale. I do have kale down there that hasn't gone to seed. I don't think that one does. It's like a dinosaur kale. Alright, go away, mosquito. Cabbage underneath the netting is doing good. Other stuff has flowered, so I need to get in there and weed. I put bug spray on, which I'll do a shout out to Croft goat's milk soap. They have an amazing bug spray. If you want a natural bug spray, I'll list them down below. Need to do weeding, major weeding in here. These big plants that you see in here, I think are, they could be mustard, but I want to say they're a radish that have just, like a volunteer radish, that have just gotten big. I'll see when I pull one up, but they're kind of taken over here. My purposeful radishes are ready to get harvested. I need to get out here and harvest them and probably ferment them. And my garlic has scapes, which I need to probably get out here and pick. They're starting to curl. So I need to get out here and do something with those. So turn around here and see the peas are almost waist high. I got this row tied up on the other side. This side didn't really need it, but I still have the other 2 rows to tie up, and you'll be able to see how, because my fence curves a little bit, it's not perfectly straight. You can see this side how they're kind of flopped over, but not too bad. I need to get in and do them and the other ones too. So swing around here. Flower bed's doing good. I got some more blossoms on my aster, whatever it is. The scapes on the the garlic here have all come in. My poor carrots and beets need to be weeded again. We haven't had a lot of rain. We got rain last week, about not quite half an inch, and then the rain we got on yesterday, which didn't amount to anything, but my poor onions are lost. I definitely got to get them weeded. The beans are doing good. You have to weed them too. These guys are doing really good. And then the peppers need to get weeded as well. I got some blossoms forming on the peppers. I think I need to probably cut them off. I have one pepper here that looks a little, you can see it bent over. Hopefully it's okay. I'll let them dry off before I do anything in there. Tomatoes looking good. The corn. Let's see if we get knee high by the 4th of July with this corn. And the basil. Over here I got some more squash plants that still need to get put in. I've never been this late putting stuff in. I either don't put it in if it comes to this point, but I'm just going to keep planting. I want to keep planting this year and see. But, so, everything down here seems to be doing good. Now my tomatillo here has a flower on it already. Not sure if I want to pick that off, if you can see that. I've never grown tomatillos before, so we'll see what happens there. Hope it has a little bit of water in it. So the potatoes already have potato beetles starting on them. I came out here Monday and sprayed with some peppermint oil and thyme oil, and I used Young Living's dish soap and water and sprayed them all. But since it rained yesterday, I will have to come out and do it again. Alright, not sure that cut off, but so if I didn't say, normally I do a lot for pest management. I let things happen as they happen, and usually I might get 1 or 2 plants that get decimated, but usually it's not too bad. So, moving on, the squashes are doing well. These are all the bush varieties. Oh, my Italian zucchini that didn't come up in the pots has come up from seed, so that's good. I put in a nasturtium there. No, nothing has come up in that one. And then I put some sunflowers down there because I had the spot. In between these posts here, I planted some broomcorn just to separate the bush varieties from what's going to be the vining varieties over here. So I'm going to get those in the ground. Just got some little more wood chips. I weed eated Saturday, I think. So over here, oh, well, hello there, little birdie. Can you see you? It's on the fence here. It's going from fence to fence. Anyway, over here I did my pole beans. So on the front half of this one are scarlet runner beans. Down there is Tar Heel pole beans, and they're planted on both sides of the fence. Over here on this side I have what I call Bill's black beans. They're from a friend of mine. They came from Italy. This side I ran out of beans, so I got to put more in. I really like the black beans, so I have more on my table. I did something different this year. I soaked them, but I have a feeling I might have soaked them too long. So we'll see whether they actually come up or not. I figure I'm going to give them a week. Sorry. Loud car. I'll give them a week to see if they come up, and if they don't come up, I'll replant. I have a lot of beans, so that's not a problem. I can replant them. So cucumbers looking good. So on Saturday I planted my pumpkin, sugar pie pumpkins over here. Since I already had had already been wood chipped, I tied up the cherry bush, and you can see it's pretty well loaded with cherries. Hopefully I'll get some this year. So I put them in the ground. I've already picked a bowl full of strawberries. I have two chipmunks that have made themselves at home eating strawberries. I keep finding these random strawberries on the ground. So I need to get in here today and pick. I didn't come out yesterday to pick, so I need to do that today. And I did kind of tie it up. I need to tie up a little bit more. I have some branches down here that are really low, so it's actually, like if you can see, there's one here. It's actually a new plant, so I might see if my daughter wants that in the fall, or I might just move it to another spot and see what happens. Grapes are coming along really well. Lots of baby grapes. I'm going to have to come through here and prune these here soon. So, yeah. Ah, the strawberries. Yummy, yummy. All the birdies singing for the rain. And the chicken laying an egg. Gooseberry's still doing well. Got a bit of spotting on those leaves. I'm not sure what that is. And then I did pick a few mushrooms out here. See, Monday I'll post a picture. If you're not in my Facebook group, I post a picture of my Monday haul with the bowl of strawberries I had and the couple of mushrooms and some asparagus. I had a really good breakfast that morning, so I'll throw up a picture. But yeah, strawberries are really coming along very well. If anybody knows what this plant is, comment below. I was wondering if it's nettles, but I'm kind of afraid to touch it to see. I was kind of hoping it would put on a flower so I could see what the flower is. So blueberries are doing good. These ones are the flowers are starting to die off. And then I'm getting wet here from the grapes. These ones are loaded. We have lots of blueberries. Lots of blueberries. So I'll come around this way. You can see I stepped down my comfrey plants that are on the outside of my garden. You can tell it doesn't really kill them because, see, the flowers are still there. You can see. So the bees can still get to the flowers. And then more, actually looks like, you can see in there, the new plants are already starting to come in. So, again, grow comfrey if you don't already on your homestead. Have to cut this or step it down. The same with this one here. My few lone apples. It's kind of blurry on here, I can't tell. Hopefully you can see those. So, yep, volunteer potatoes coming in nicely. I gotta get this all weeded so I can get my sweet potatoes popped in here. This grapevine actually has grapes on it as well, which I haven't gotten grapes off of this one yet, so see if I can get here without getting soaking wet. I need to get these tied up. Rhubarb's still doing good. Still eating off of that. Made rhubarb crisp for Sunday dinner when my kids were all here. The oregano bush needs a major haircut. Still getting some asparagus. There's a couple new ones there I need to pick for breakfast this morning. That's still coming up. Pokeweed that grew like a foot in a week needs to get chopped down again. I have a whole bunch of volunteer daikon radishes here. You can see they're already starting to go to seed. I need to pull these up. I've been pulling the big ones and eating them. If you have never cooked Never cooked radishes. Oh, you should totally cook radishes. I like to saute them with my asparagus in the morning with my eggs. Really good. Volunteer potato is doing amazing. We'll see if we get any potatoes out of it this year. I did get all my chai flowers, all but a few that I left to go to seed. Get them all picked and put into some vinegar. So I have 2 quarts of chai flower vinegar for salads. Oh, so yummy. I believe this is fenugreek I planted a couple of years ago. I tried to do Google Lens on it and that wasn't one of the options, so I think it is though. Looks like it. I have chamomile flowers that have bloomed. Not too many, but I'll cut those off, so maybe I'll get some more. I'm new to chamomile and calendula flowers, so thyme, rosemary's got blossoms on it. And come over here. There's another one of those plants that I had over there. It's my new little buddy in my garden. Was at Hobby Lobby on Friday, and he was on clearance, half off, so I paid like $2.50, $3 for him. He's cute. So my lavender, which is getting, I have to tie this up because it's falling over, but my lavender actually has flowers coming on it, so that's exciting. I planted this last year. I've always tried to start it from seed and I've never had any luck, so I bought a plant last year and it was like already in bloom when I bought it. I was hoping it would come back, and it has, so I'll let that go and I'll get the aster here tied up so it's not falling down on it. I did some lavender cuttings and I put 2 here. One of them didn't make it, but this one is doing good. Let's see if I can, where is it? There it is. And it already has little flowers that's coming up on it, so maybe I'll put another one in there. I think I still have 2 more cuttings that I can do. So yeah, so anyway, that is this week's garden tour. Next week's probably won't look much different. Hopefully I'll get some more planted. But yes, enjoying the garden. Not enjoying the heat. I don't do well with heat, but so anyway, check out the videos, the channels down below, the shout outs, and I'll actually mention them in my next video or my comfrey video, but I'll link to them this morning. Newer homesteading channels. It's fun to promote other homesteading videos, and we will see you on the next one. Have a great day.